Question of the day. What is the biggest mistake a man can make during a divorce? Hi, I'm Fred. Here we talk about business, investments, training, and real life. Divorce is one of the hardest experience a man can go through. Most of time, you don't even see it coming. You are living your normal life. You are dealing with the usual marriage conflicts. And you treat those problems as part of your daily routine. You never imagine that a bomb is about to explode. That was my personal experience. I was living my life, moving forward, feeling relatively calm, and suddenly I got the news. The entire process took almost a year. A year living in the same house, a year of emotional exhaustion, until we finally separated and moved to different places. And it was extremely draining. In my view, the biggest mistake a person can make during this phase is avoiding self reflection. Instead of taking responsibility, they fall into victimhood. They blame the other person, usually the ex. And I understand why. Emotionally, blaming someone else feels good. It feels like the problem is solved. But it's an illusion. First, you are not dealing with reality. In real relationships, one person is never 100% responsible. There are two people involved. That means that at the very least you carry 50% of the responsibility. And paradoxically, that's empowering because when you take responsibility, you put yourself in a position to improve, not necessarily to fix the marriage that may already be over, but to fix yourself, to identify the patterns that lead to the divorce, to become a better person, to become a better father, to handle your children's lives, routines, and the emotional stability in a healthier way. I know this is extremely difficult because there are only two positions you can take. You either take responsibility or you don't. If you choose victimhood, you may feel better in the short term, but you also block your own growth. A victim has nothing to improve. And that's not only false, it's destructive. Doing this kind of honest self reflection while your life feels like it's falling apart requires courage. It requires emotional strength. And it requires to start again from zero. That's why, in my opinion, this is the biggest mistake. Not taking responsibility for how your life reached that point. You didn't want the divorce. If you could have prevented it in the past, you would have. But that's no longer possible. What is possible is becoming better for the future, especially for your children. And if you don't have children yet, that responsibility still exists. For the family you may build one day. That's my perspective. Now, I'd really like to hear yours. And what helped you the most during or after the divorce? Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video.